What's up, it's Liam, and today I want to give you my thoughts on this, the Powerbeats Pro, from an Android user perspective. So I have been using the Powerbeats Pro for about a month now. I got these after my trip to Iceland in December because I lost my JBL wireless earbuds there, which was a bit of a bummer, but it gave me the opportunity to try these out. I do want to make clear that this is not a full overview of all the features and uses of these earbuds. I just want to give my opinion on these as someone who does not use an Apple device. But of course I'll also go over some general aspects of the Powerbeats Pro. Talking about general aspects, let's start with the sound quality. They are quite bass heavy, as Beats usually are, definitely a lot more than my previous pair of wireless earbuds, and this can be both a good and a bad thing, depending on what type of music you listen to. For me personally, I will generally use an EQ to lower the bass a little bit and give some more definition to the mids and the highs, because that's how I prefer to listen to my music, but your preferences may vary of course. Next, let's talk comfort. Overall, I think they're pretty comfortable, but they're definitely not perfect. One problem I had is that this little nub over here tends to push into the back of my ear a little bit, and you can't really adjust this part of the ear hook. You can of course adjust the stem to make it bigger or smaller, but you can't adjust the form of the end part of the ear hook. Aside from this, they do fit pretty securely, and I've never had the feeling that they were going to fall out. And after swapping out the ear tip with a slightly bigger one, they do provide a good close of the ear canal as well. So what about battery life? I haven't done any scientific tests or anything, but during my general use at work or while traveling, I haven't had any issues. They always lasted me the whole day. They are of course rated at about 9 hours of playtime, which seems to be about right if I wear them all day at work. The charging case helps them last a little longer of course. Every time I put them in, they can get a little bit of charge back. And generally I only charge the case every 2 or 3 days. Now let's talk about the Android stuff. Pairing went pretty smoothly, just as easy as any other Bluetooth device. I did notice that you cannot see the battery life of the Powerbeats themselves on the Bluetooth settings, which is a little weird because you can't do that with basically any other device. But if you want to check the battery level of either the case or the Powerbeats separately, you'll have to open the app. The app itself on Android is pretty basic. You can't really do much in there apart from changing the name. So in a way I don't have complaints there, at least everything works, but you do lose some features compared to the Apple counterpart. One thing I've noticed is that they also work pretty well with only one of the two earbuds connected. Pretty useful when riding a bicycle, or in my case, riding the boosted board, because then you can still listen to your music while also being able to hear what's coming around you. One thing I have heard people complain about is that the detection of whether the earbud is in your ear or when you take it out, that it pauses the music. I have heard some mixed feedback there where it sometimes pauses the music inadvertently. I haven't had the issue myself, but keep that in mind because you cannot turn the feature off when you're using Android. You will need an Apple device to do that. You also lose the ability to summon the voice assistant without touching the earbuds. This is something that's only available for Siri, so you have to press and hold the main button to activate the voice assistant. Lastly, general connectivity seemed pretty solid. I haven't had any major issues with the Bluetooth connection. I do experience the occasional hiccup here and there when there's a lot of interference when I'm walking through the city or something like that, but nothing major. It has only happened a few times. So are they worth the hefty $250 price tag? I'm honestly not sure. While they are great earbuds, I do believe you can get better value at this price point. For example, the new Sony earbuds, they come in at about $20 less, and they actually have active noise cancelling, which is something that these do not have. I do suggest you look at JBL's offering if you're looking for this type of earhook design. I think they're great. It's the earbuds I rocked before these, and they come in at half the price. Alright, that's it for now, and I'll see you guys in the next one.